Werewolves are badass. Vikings are badass. Now you have a movie called Vikingulven. That's got to be badass, right? Chase Hockey here at the Blue Futon reviewing Vikingulven. So what's this movie about? Pretty simple premise, actually. Apparently, back in the Vikings' day, the priests had this little wolf, a bloodhound, hidden in a church. But the Vikings said, I want that shit because I thought there was going to be gold in that room, but I want that wolf. But apparently that wolf is a badassery and will kill any mofo around. Now we're in present day, and that werewolf attacked a girl, scratched another girl. Is that girl going to turn? Or is she going to find a way to be safe? So, do I like this film? Yes and no. This is one of the movies where I love the last 20-ish minutes, but the rest of the time I'm like, I need more stuff. I need more stuff. To give me some more stuff, please. It's a werewolf show. Give me some wolf. Give me some werewolf, please. So, let's talk about the pause of this show. When the werewolf does come, and when the attacks do happen, it is a balls to the wall fun endeavor. I mean, no joke. The CGI, what they do with the wolf, pretty sweet. I mean, yeah, sometimes you're like, oh, maybe that doesn't look good, but there's other times where you're like, damn, that is some solid CGI effects. And when you think about werewolf shows like Underworld, how they stand up on 2 feet, this is a werewolf show where, on all fours. So you can call it a wolf show or a werewolf show, but it doesn't matter because when the transformation happens, which, by the way, the transformation scene is awesome. It's really good and really well done. Good practical effects when they do that route. Like I said, gore, pretty good. The acting is good on everyone involved, except for the girl. Sometimes the girl, I think, overacts when it comes to some of this part where she has to cry. And I think the story has some good elements to it. However, we are now going to slowly go into the negatives. So when we talk about the story, this movie is very rushed. You have the first 5 minutes of how the wolf came to the Nordic state. You understand, it's like, okay, you understand that how the wolf got there. But then now you fast forward to this time, and then you have to see other little characters about this guy that has no arm, has been fighting to get rid of the bloodline. Okay, fair enough. Then you have a veterinarian storyline. Okay, fair enough. But just the overall mythology of this show just doesn't exist, and that's unfortunate because I wanted it to expand on why this wolf is like this, what actually occurred. Was there more people that died throughout this whole span? It doesn't feel like they just talk about it. It's like, oh, there's no way there's a werewolf in the woods. But if it's been in the woods in Sweden for that long, it feels like there's been a lot more attacks. But that's just my personal opinion about the story. Also, the story, it's about an hour and 40 minutes. You do not get the actual wolf transformation until the hour 15, hour 20-ish mark. So you're just like, the first hour, you're like, give me some wolf. Give me some wolf transformation. Yeah, you get some here and there where they're doing a hunting part and they find more people in the woods. And you get to see the wolf before the transformation. So that's really cool. But it's just anticlimactic in some scenes, especially when she's in a cave and she does something. You're like, oh, that's how we're just ending that storyline right there. Then we continue on with this new storyline, which you enjoy it. Like I said, the last 20 minutes, you're like, fuck, yes, give me more. But then it just kind of stops. And you're just like, okay. I understand that you kind of want to go into sequel territory, which is fine. Which, if you give me a sequel, expand. You got to expand and give me just more balls to the wall stuff. So overall, Vikingulven, when the wolf is on screen, it's awesome. The transformation process is sweet. And I do think some of the cinematography and the look of the movie is fantastic. However, there is some overacting with some of the actresses. And for a werewolf movie, you don't get a lot of werewolf. And for a Viking movie, my God, the Vikings are only in the first 5 minutes. But I understand that. But man, with this movie, I just wanted more pack. And it was more of a, nah. I wanted to chew on something. They gave me a gnaw. So Vikingulven will receive a 3 out of 5 with Futon, so it goes at 60%. Let's see what the critics' news scores gave this one. So you have critics, there's 2 of them, and 1 positive, 1 negative, so that's at 50%. And then audience score of 44% with fewer than 50. I completely understand that. I understand how people could go negative with this, but when that wolf was on screen, I loved it. So it's hard for me to give it a Rotten Tomatoes score when I did love some of this movie. So 50, 44, 60. Chase out with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what things Futonatopia. You Blue Futoners. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic day. And yes, werewolf or vampire. Which one would you choose? I said werewolf to someone, and this girl was like almost offended. She's like, but you gotta transform and it hurts. And it's like, I would still rather be a werewolf. What do vampires do? I want to suck your blood. It's like, nah, give me a transformation. Let me fucking go ham on people.